let's get to the super chats. Lisa Proust, who sent us a super chat last night, and sent us a few super chats last night on the live stream.
Oh, thank you.
Apologizing for being absent from our live streams, David. But she said that I'm supposed to give you a hug, which is difficult when I'm some 3,000 kilometers away. But next time I see you, you're getting one from me and from Lisa. She gives us $5 and says, Sheila, David, I love you both. Please talk about how imperative it is for Canadians to understand the Charter of Rights and its hierarchy over emergency state. Well, that's the thing. The government is not supposed to make a law that violates the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And in Ontario's case, they don't seem to care about any of that. Actually, I got some good news this morning, just in a media notification from the Alberta government, that they are actually repealing one of the laws that they have been using during the pandemic because they think it's far too onerous. Let me just see if I can dig it up in my email just so I can go through it a little bit. I
hope Premier Ford is paying attention to this, Sheila.
Well, that's, I say all the time, please, good gracious, call your friend Doug Ford, Jason Kenney. Our health minister issued a statement this morning on the repeal of the Public Health Emergency Powers Amendment Act. So the Public Health Act was, introduced in 1907, and then they moved to modernize it after the fact. And it expanded the government's powers to the point of search and seizure, like they could come in your house and take things that they needed to fight the pandemic. They are getting rid of that because in a rare instance of in the Commonwealth world, a government is actually returning freedoms to the people because they thought these pandemic laws that they passed or have been passed in the past have gone too far. And like Stephen Harper, when he not only got rid of the gun registry, but destroyed all the documents because he recognized that he would not always be in power. That's what Jason Kenney's government is doing, getting rid of this law that gives too much power to the government, because while they didn't abuse it, they do know that some authoritarian left-wing government absolutely will. And so they're repealing Bill 10, which is amazing. It's amazing. And Jason Kenney, call your friend Doug Ford.
Good for Premier Kenney. So basically what you're saying, Sheila, is Alberta is going the opposite direction of, say, Australia.
Yeah. This is the statement directly from the health minister. Over the last number of months, it has become clear that with the right safety protocols in place and standing orders that allow for the assembly to work quickly in an emergency situation, the power to modify legislation by ministerial order is unnecessary. So they're stripping themselves of the right to craft laws without having to go before the legislative assembly. So these extra legislative changes in law, they're taking the ability away from themselves to do those things, which is fantastic.
That's an excerpt from my daily TV show that I do live at 12 noon Eastern time. We talk about the news of the day, we play interesting viral videos, and most importantly, I take your questions that you chat to me through YouTube Super Chat. I think that's the funnest part of it. So tune in every weekday at 12 noon Eastern time, only here at rebelnews.com.